Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Those who do not know who I am, I'm Eli Eliab. I'm the director of Eastman Institute for Oral Health at the University of Rochester. There we are. Welcome to our graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. We're very happy to be together in person. A little bit modified, but we're here in person. We also would like to welcome all those that are watching us online. So thank you all for being here. Before we celebrate all your accomplishments, please join me in thanking all your family and friends who have supported you so much along the way. So let's give them a round of applause. The last 15 months were different than anything else we experienced in our life. I'm sure that we will all remember 2020 and the impact that the COVID pandemic had on our lives. The pandemic also reminded us that in spite of all of the scientific breakthroughs and all the advances, we are still very vulnerable to deadly viruses that can completely shut down the economy and disrupt our life completely. But also, on the other hand, advances in science allowed the medical community to develop an efficient vaccine within less than a year. This is phenomenal. This is amazing. And the reason why we can be here together and without masks is just because of that vaccine. But it looks like history repeats itself. George Eastman opened the Rochester Dental Dispensary in 1917. He did it to help facing the barriers in dental care. You know all that back history of our institution. But the dispensary stayed open to serve the community when the Spanish flu came 1 year after it was open in the fall of 1918. The same dispensary is now called Eastman Institute for Oral Health. While it's changed over those 103, 104 years, there are many things that remained the same. Among them is our commitment to improve access to care and to provide much needed treatment to those needed. And what they did and what we did is pretty much the same, continue serving the community under a pandemic. During the pandemic, we were been able to reach thousands of patients at a time when it was needed. When most dental offices were closed, we helped more than 100 patients every day. Many of them traveled long distances because they could not get care anywhere else. Patients traveled from 42 New York State counties to receive treatment at Eastman. There are only 62 counties in New York State. So we serve the majority of the counties of this state. We had to face many other challenges, lack of clear guidelines. We had to create our own. Patient and providers' fears and stress. We all know that we were stressed during that pandemic. Staff shortages and more. And we've been able to face it. But you have showed great resilience throughout the last year and helped patients when they were vulnerable, scared, and in pain. And we did it. You did it. In addition, we had to transfer to Zoom teaching instead of in person. In the beginning, it was challenging, but we like it so much that we may continue doing Zoom lectures, and even when we don't have to. The impact of COVID will last into the future, but please keep in mind that's not the first and probably not the last pandemic or virus that will come around. There'll be more. And taking care of patients with infectious diseases, it's what dentists know to do. We know how to do it. Dentists have years of experience and knowledge in this area, treating patients with infectious diseases. We have shown that we can adjust quickly and continue treating patients safely for us and for the patients. As an example, only when HIV came in the 80s, dentists began wearing masks and gloves routinely. For you, it's very difficult to imagine, but some of the faculty remember that it was not mandatory to use gloves and masks at that time in the 80s. Rules and protocols will change over time, and they will continue to evolve throughout your career. The additional PPEs that we're wearing now and the extra measures that we take are here to stay. It will not go away. This is what we're going to have in the coming years. During that pandemic, dentists and healthcare providers from around the world looked at Eastman Institute for guidance during the pandemic. One thing was the webinar that we organized, if you remember, with dentists from Wuhan, China, Shanghai, London, Stockholm, Jerusalem, and US. But in addition, research done and led by Dr. Ren and his group quickly gathered data about the risk for dental healthcare professionals, the importance of proper ventilation, and how aerosol behave. Dr. Lindsay Marr, a world-renowned scientist who advises Dr. Fauci, cited EIOH research. We were the first to address that critical areas and publish our research. And Dr. Ren's paper on this topic, among the most downloaded and cited this topic. The future of our profession is relying on your critical or your fresh thinking, your unique perspective, and your leadership. And you will need to address critical issues in front of us in the future. We are the past, you are the future. And all of you are among a selected group of people that were accepted to this institution. The acceptance rate to the programs here range between 2 to 10%. It's very difficult to get into the programs here. Keep that in mind. And you have all the tools needed to become excellent leaders in our field, either in any area that you'll choose to focus on. Today is important for many reasons. You're achieving major milestone in your lives and your career. Some of you will enter the world of research. Others will join practices, will set up one of your own, while others will pursue academic careers. And you can combine, you can have clinical work and research. You can think about whatever works for you. But please consider getting involved in professional associations, teaching, and research. And please come to visit us whenever you can. Whether you've been here 1 year, 5 years, or 6 years, or 7 years, you and your families should be very proud of all that you have accomplished. You have made many sacrifices. That was not easy years in your residency here. And you invested this time to become expert in your fields. So please take this knowledge. You'll never have another opportunity to get that level of training in your career, unfortunately. And try and use it wisely, whatever you choose to do. So as you leave to begin your next chapter in your career, I hope that you carry on the legacy of Eastman Institute for Oral Health by embracing innovation, leadership, and collaboration. And no matter what part of the world you will be in, because we have here in this class students from 39 countries, born and raised, 39 countries, including the faculty that is sitting here from all around the world. I hope that you'll continue to improve access, break barriers, and provide excellent treatment without any compromise for all people. So thank you and congratulations. Before we start, just whoever is coming on stage, you come from here and you leave from there, okay? That will not be any confusion. But before we start with the degrees and certificates, we would like to recognize a few people. The Director Award goes to 2 individuals this year. One is Dr. Robert Quivy, who is unable to be here tonight. He is widely published and accomplished scientist in the area of microbiology, specifically strep mutants. His work, which has been funded continuously for 35 years, has provided new insight into how dental cavities form. He served as a director of the Center for Oral Biology for 11 years. And under his leadership, the research, training, and education grant from the NIDCR were renewed twice and supported over the years more than 90 trainees. He played an integral role in helping foster collaboration between basic, clinical, and translational research, and we will celebrate his retirement in July 27, I think, but I'm not sure about in the end of July. The second Director Award goes to Dr. Lee Poland. Would you like to join? Dr. Poland is a professor of clinical dentistry and oral and maxillofacial surgery, who served as the OMFS residency program director and several times as the interim chair of this department. Whenever we needed, he came and took over the department. I remember 3 times. I don't know how many. At least. Yeah, at least 3. Lee has been very active in the state and national professional OMFS association, and he actually was the president of the American Academy of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Lee has been honored many times for his excellence in teaching and has lectured locally, internationally. He earned an excellent reputation for his clinical expertise and for his quality and accomplishment and compassionate care for his patients. His residents have been influenced by Dr. Poland's devotion, commitment, and expertise in the classroom, clinic, and the OR. Congratulations, Dr. Poland. You can shake hands now, right?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. You want to say a few words before?
I have a few words that are much shorter than my master's thesis defense was about 45 years ago. First of all, I'd like to offer my congratulations to all of you for this milestone in your career. I wish you nothing but the most success in your future endeavors. And thank you, Dr. Elia, for presenting me with the EIOH Director's Award. I'm truly humbled and honored to receive this most prestigious award. In early July of 1974, when I first arrived in Rochester to begin an ill-fated associateship in a local oral maxillofacial surgery practice, I made 3 phone calls. One was to Temple Bethel to join the congregation there. The second was to the president of Alpha Omega to join the alumni chapter of that dental fraternity. And the third phone call, the most important phone call, was to Dr. Bijan Aranpur, who is the chair and director of oral and maxillofacial surgery at the Genesee Hospital and the Eastman Dental Center, as it was called back then. Little did I know that that phone call to Dr. Aranpur would lead to a faculty appointment at the U of R Strong Memorial Hospital Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery Service. I didn't see that that appointment would lead to my involvement in future residency education, patient care within the full scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery practice, and involvement in oral and maxillofacial surgery politics and leadership. Never in my wildest dreams could I foresee how my career would turn out. Not bad for a guy who grew up in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, in the Pocono Mountains, about 7,200 people. But I'm most grateful to my parents and family, who instilled in me a sense of purpose and responsibility, to my peers who trusted my vision to elect me to office in New York State and American Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. To all of my residents, both present and former, who thought that I knew what I was talking about, and to those at Eastman Institute for Oral Health who have honored me by presenting me with this most prestigious award. I am very grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lee. Next is the Schaefer DeVries Award that is given to acknowledge significant contributions made by our staff for their excellence in administrative operations or clinical service. This year, we have 2 very deserving recipients. The first is Barb Berkley. Barb, can you join me? Barb has 45 years of service as dental assistant. She worked in general dentistry for 15 years and then in orthodontics for the last 30 years. Patients, parents, residents, faculty, and staff find Barb to be kind helpful, supportive, and very knowledgeable. Her professionalism and experience have benefited the department countless of times. She's always willing to try new things to improve operations and patients' experience. She has earned the respect from all who know her and is always happy to help coworkers in other departments whenever needed. Barb is a shining example of the eye care values. I didn't make those words. This is how it was written in the recommendation. Thank you, Barb, for everything.
Thank you.
The next recipient of the Schaefer DeVries Award is Christy Rodriguez. So would you like to join me? Christy is working in the University Dental Faculty Group since it opened 20 years ago. Her excellent communication skills and interaction with patients and employees led to her promotion to a lead dental assistant. Christy brings professional, steady leadership and a calm, measured attitude to problem solving. Christy took a great deal of extra work during the pandemic and helped overcoming challenging situations. And people are measured best under difficult conditions. And I think that tells a lot about who you are and what you do. Christy learned almost every aspect of dentistry while providing exceptional support and service to patients, faculty, and staff. Her skills, knowledge, and dedication continue to make her instrumental to the faculty practice. And again, this is taken from what people wrote about her. It's not me that made it up. Thank you, Christy, for all you do for Eastman and for the faculty. Thank you very much. We just honored faculty and staff with many years of service and dedication to Eastman. But Dr. Jack Caton beats them all with 51 years and still counting. You tell me at every meeting. It's okay. You never told me that. Dr. Caton is a professor and chair of the Department of Periodontics and also the EIOH Associate Director for Education. Jack led the effort a couple of years ago when Eastman Institute for Health gained accreditation renewal without reporting requirements in all of its residency program. Jack also has been very instrumental in building and leading our master's degree program. Jack now will present an award and also the master's degrees. The podium, and not the virtual one, is yours.
So one of the problems in dental education is recruitment and retention of faculty members. If you think, young faculty members, if you're, those of you who are out here, it's kind of a funny situation. You're not getting paid very much. You have no power. Everybody's telling you what to do, and you're working twice as hard as them. And so I think it was about 15 years ago, my wife and I decided to start an endowment, and it was called the Jack G. Caton Fellowship Endowment. And we gave about $25,000 at that time and asked our alumni to add to this fund. Now I checked with Brian Winters, and it has about $950,000 in it. So we're almost at $1 million. We've given out, this will be our 5th fellowship award. And the award today is going to go to a fantastic faculty member in the periodontal department, Eliana Katsalidi. There's no one that deserves this award more So she will get not only get this plaque, but she also got a fairly substantial check. And
$1 million.
$1 million, yeah. In hopes of in helping her financially, but also encouraging her to stay in academics. So it gives me great pleasure to award this to Eliana.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank, from the bottom of my heart, Dr. Jack Dayton and Dr. Alexandra Gigarida for being a continuous source of support and inspiration for me. They've been mentoring me for the past 5 years, but also for the last 2 years that have been starting my academic career. I would also like to thank Dr. Carlo Ercole and Dr. Konstantinos Kohlidakis. They've been role models for me the past 2 years, and I wouldn't be here today without their support as well. And lastly, I would like to thank the residents and the fellow at the second floor at the Perio and Pros departments for being a continuous source of inspiration for me, and also for making the journey very, very fun. Thank you, everyone.
Now, Dr. Hans Malmström.
Thank you very much, Dr. Caton. It's my sincere pleasure, in fact, to award the recipient of this year's Handyman Fellowship Award. This award was established in honor to Dr. Stanley Handyman. I think some of you are familiar with him. He was the former chair of the Department of General Dentistry. He was also considered the father of postdoctoral general dentistry, establishing, in fact, the first advanced education in dentistry program in the country. And so we also have a similar thing regarding fundraising, and so we're able to establish a fund with him as the first gave the initial money, and then we had alumni and other people assisting. So we also have, in fact, achieved now quite substantial fund. And we award this award is to recipient or to individuals in the postdoctoral general dentistry program, the ADD program, has performed beyond the expectations we have, and really demonstrated the highest excellence in the clinical and didactic education, as well as in research, but also demonstrate leadership among the residents. And it's really my sincere pleasure to have 2 individuals who demonstrate these qualities at the highest level. I should say also, by the way, also have a significant interest staying on in academia. That's the same interest we have too, because there is a significant lack of people interested in academia, in general dentists and academia in general. So these 2 individuals are, I can ask both of you come here, Dr. Camilo Leal Escobar. Dr. Escobar, he's from Colombia, and he is a trained oral maxillofacial surgeon in Colombia. He's been an incredible assistant, by the way, with education. He'd been a teaching assistant for us in general dentistry. He also been the ombudsman for the residents over the last couple of years, and clearly demonstrated strong leadership skills. The next. Congratulations. The next person is Dr. Tamer Marzouk. And Dr. Marzouk is from Egypt, and he was trained there. He'd been also in Washington. He's in training in pediatric dentistry in the past. I think some of you may be seeing Dr. Marzouk being here late at night, working on the research together with Dr. Ren, with the ventilation. When we turn everything off, he's doing his research. If you ever come here at midnight the last year or so, you've seen him almost many nights he's been around here. He's been such a mentor to so many different residents in regard to research, in many other aspects, by the way, and really a very qualified recipient for this award also. So congratulations. So Dr. Caton.
So, back again. I came to Eastman in 1970, okay? I'd just gotten out of 3 years in the Army, it was during the Vietnam War. And I entered the Master of Science program in dental science. Today we're going to award degrees to several of you who have gone through this process. You know, people usually come to an institution like ours to participate in an advanced training program in some clinical endeavor, usually, not usually, but generally we have a very large AEGD program, we have a big GPR program. We also have specialties of dentistry. These are very demanding programs, and the people that we're going to be awarding today are those who have gone put more effort into their education and have taken extra courses, but also have participated in research in order to fulfill the requirements for the Master of Science degree in dental science. So when I started the program, it was, you know, a small group of people. We had a lot of connection at the university with PhD students. It was, quite a good experience. And over the years, it died. It went to 0 people for many, many years in that program. So we were given the charge, Rob Quivy and I, to redesign the program and make it a program that was appealing to clinicians and would help them not only in terms of preparing them for deciding whether they wanted to do research in their lives, how to do it, but also the clear thinking that the research methodology gives them, which will help them, I think, tremendously in clinical practice. So we started this about 15 years ago, as approved by the graduate committee of the university, a new curriculum. We had 1 student in the program, it was an ortho student. And now we have between 40 and 45 people enrolled in the program. And tonight we're graduating 13 of those. So okay, so if you'll come to the stage now to get your master's degrees, Mohammed Al-Shawi Ali. Mohammed has been in the ortho program. The next is Dr. Azma Al-Azavi. Azma is in the oral facial pain program. Next is Abdullah Abalali, AEGD. Next is Hussein Al-Hassan, orofacial pain. Next is Mohammed Al-Mana. AGD. Miriam Al-Tuhafi. Virginia Bautista. Aparna Bhavaraju. I'm not sure I got that completely correct, but she helped me before this ceremony started. Yalen Diaz Picardo. You could tell she was in Perio. Okay, we're on Jeng. Oral facial pain. Aris Nicholas. Chief. We call him the chief. That's it. Davide Romeo. And finally, Linchuan Wang, GPR. So I didn't read what Linda told me to read, but I'll do the last sentence. It says, "Congratulations and best wishes for continued success in your careers."
Hello, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I present this certificate in periodontics and implant surgery to Dr. Jaylene Diaz-Picardo. Dr. Diaz originally from Cuba, moved to the United States, started working as a dental assistant in the perio department, applied and got accepted to our program and became chief resident and one of the most hardworking and dedicated residents any program would ask for. She also completed her master's degree, as you already showed, and now she's moving to Virginia, where she will join a very successful private practice. Congratulations, Jaylene, on this amazing achievement, and good luck on your next step. The next person is Azhar Samaragandi, preceptorship in periodontics. Azhar, originally from Saudi Arabia, she came to our program and successfully completed a one-year preceptorship. She worked really hard to overcome all the obstacles she came across to, and she was able to come out of this residency very mature and ready to start the perio residency. Congratulations and good luck on your next step as well.
Hello, everyone. It's time for the prosthodontic graduates now. The first person to come up is Dr. Kristen Franz. I've known Kristen since 2013 when I joined Temple University as a young faculty. Kristen is very motivated, hard worker, and she joined the perio program and graduated in 2019. During her second year of the perio program, she decided that she wants also to join the prosto program, and she did as a part-time. And now here she is. She's our first perio prosto graduate of Eastman and a new soon-to-be mom. So I would like to congratulate Kristen from now and on. The next person is a great guy, Dr. Aris Nicholas. So Aris came at Eastman as a preceptor in 2017. So at that point, when he applied actually to the program, our current residents at that point demanded for him to be accepted. And from what you can see, after 3 years of studies in the prosto program, we were so glad to have him with us. He's always with a smile, as you can see here, and one of the most dedicated and hard workers I've ever seen. And Ari, I have no words. You know, you're going to go back to Greece. We tried to keep him here, but he, I think, had enough. And he's going to join his father's practice in Athens. So Ari, congratulations, and I'll see you in Greece. All right, and last but not least, Dr. Davide Romeo. Davide joined the prosthodontic residency program after completing the AGD program. Davide is an excellent clinician with attention to detail. We worked a lot together, both in clinical as well as in research. We published a lot, and he's also very dedicated person, and I would like to wish him from the bottom of my heart good luck to his new career in private practice in New York, and all the best. Now I'd like to welcome Dr. Alcoli for the Grazer Implant Fellowship Award.
Well, congratulations to everybody first and foremost. We in prosthodontics, we have also a fellowship, the Gerald and Grazer Fellowship in Implant Dentistry. And the fellowship was created about 16 years ago to train prosthodontists in the phases of implant dentistry, the surgical phases of implant dentistry. But at the same time, for its namesake, was actually also dedicated its curriculum to train the next generation of individuals who could actually make a difference in terms of academics, either part-time or full-time. And to do that, we partner with the Warner School of Education, which has been quite successful, needless to say. Tonight, we are really honoring an individual who came to us via Marquette University with a phenomenal prosthodontic education already, Dr. Mohammed Al-Shawi. Now, I'd like to say a few words about Mohammed. That you can see that, perhaps an education is worth it a lot when you actually get an offer a day. And, Mohammed is going to go out to the medical college of Georgia, but every day he will come in and says, such and such wrote to me. Nevada wants me. The GPR in Nebraska wants me. And this other program wants me. And at a certain point that says, Mohammed, you got to stop. You got to pollinate one flower at the end. You got to decide. I'm not sure if it's pent-up demand. Perhaps it's the economy just, really raging. But I have to think that also it's a little bit of the Eastman education that you all, have gotten, and I think you'll come to realize. But certainly is a function of the outstanding quality that this applicant really had. He was able to actually come here, blend with the group immediately, and with the two barbarians here, the Italian and the Greek, and the princess right there, of course. He faced several adversities, including, as we know, sometimes some shortages in the staff we had. And he was extremely creative in getting sometimes his own help, making sure that he was flexible enough. And for this, I have no word but to thank you, my friend. You are going to do absolutely great, really. You're going to carry the Eastman flag high. And we're going to ask that you come back, of course, that you contribute not only here, the medical college, but also back home in Egypt, anywhere else. And also, like everybody else, be a carrier of the moral, the ethical values that every human being, of course, should have towards their fellow. Okay, so thank you very, very much. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Next one, Dr. Junat Khan for the facial pain residency.
Good evening, everyone. We have a very special group of people over here graduating. I had joined Eastman around 4 years ago. I think this was the first batch that had joined with me. So we've been through the good and bad together, and I'm very excited that they're all graduating with the dual certificates. When I was doing my residency and my graduate studies, I was very blessed and fortunate to have very good mentors, and Dr. Elia was my mentor. And once I came to Eastman, I was even more fortunate to have academic mentoring and all the faculty seniors sitting over here. I hope that once you graduate, you keep in touch. We have this connection that we've developed over the years that I think is very strong. And one thing that I've learned at Eastman is that the alumni is very strong and cohesive. So welcome and congratulations. I'm excited that you're part of the family. We have 4 graduates that will be coming up. I would like to request Dr. Eliev to hand the certificates, you being my mentor. And it was a request by the students. So first, we have Dr. Osama Al-Azawi. He is from Iraq. Osama graduated from the 3-year program and will be joining a private practice in Texas. Second, we have Dr. Hussein Al-Hassan. Hussein's wife graduated last year and she's running a practice in Virginia, and he will be joining her. Third, we have Maryam Al-Tuhafi. Maryam also graduated with the dual certificate on the program. She will hopefully be staying in Rochester if everything works out. Thank you. And our final candidate is Dr. Surya Bhavaraju. She's from India, and she will also be joining a private practice in Virginia. We also have another candidate who did a fellowship at Urgent Care. He was originally in the program, but I think his work was so good that they took him from us. So I would like to call back Hussein once again. Next, I'd like to invite Dr. Russo from Orthodontics Department.
Good afternoon. The first I would like to mention is all the graduates. Congratulations, a task well done. I hope you will fly the Eastman flag wherever you go. Of course, close to my heart is all the orthodontic residents, and I'm going to come back to you in 1 minute. I hope, Dr. Elieff, I can maybe just make two comments about two of the awardees. Thank you. And I had the fortunate or the privilege to actually work with two wonderful assistants. And I think I don't only speak for orthodontics, speak for everybody. We cannot perform as champions if we do not have excellent support. So I want to congratulate two wonderful orthodontic assistants that have actually received the Schaefer de Vries Award today, Barb Berkley and Christy Rodriguez. I am privileged to work with both of you, Barb, with you here at our department, and with Christy at the faculty practice. I salute you both for making us look great. Thank you. And congratulations receiving these awards. If I add up the years that you have spent here, then I actually feel even more humble. You have created a wonderful workplace for us, a wonderful environment to practice. And I think your long service here actually show in what extraordinary, fantastic place we work. So congratulations. Right. Okay. Now back to the residents. So I'm going to just take you as one group, because you were a wonderful group, did things together. So I want to introduce you all to a wonderful, amazing group of residents. You've worked hard with determination. You completed all the challenges that came your way, and you did it with lots of grace. So congratulations. I'm proud of you all. And I know that you're going to be great ambassadors for Eastman Orthodontics, and of course for our institute. It has been a privilege to be a little part of your education. You have my congratulations and best wishes where you are going to practice. I know you're going to be wonderfully successful. So with no further ado, let me call on you. So Mohammed, please come up to receive your certificate. Aliyah. I'm so used to saying just Aliyah, but it's Aliyah Al-Khatib. Yeah. Karthik, Kamuria. Wow. So disciplined, so well aligned. Actually, I didn't even have to say the name. Adriana, I just say Barb Berkley, but she's known to us as Adriana. Francesca Pietri. Okay. Taylor Squires. Last but not least, Jessica. Jessica Clauser St. Martin. And of course, Jessica comes from a lineage of orthodontists already. Congratulations again, orthodontic residents. Yeah. And I have the pleasure now to invite Dr. Cynthia Wang to come and give the pediatric dentists their certificates. I hope it's the right height for you.
Yeah, every Wednesday when we're together in the clinic, I need to talk to him like that. Thank you. So congratulations to the graduates of 2021. And I couldn't believe Dr. Caton has been here for that long. But I still remember that 10 years ago, I made my journey here. and I'm here ever since. So, I never thought that I'm going to stay here for that long, but it has been 10 years. So without the support from Eastman and Dr. Caton, I will never be here. So dear graduates, and especially also my class of 2021, Aman, Kyle, Ju, Scott, Amanda, Kajo, and Lisa. With everything that has happened this last year, this residency has been very different from what you have ever expected. We emotionally held onto each other through the Zoom meeting windows during COVID. What cannot break us make us stronger. And I'm proud to say that you have become one of the most resilient classes. Thank you for being so accommodating for these 2 years. And thank you so much for giving me such a great experience. I am grateful that to have all of you during this pandemic. As you received your certificate, you may think that this is a ticket for good life. I would suggest you think another way. This is the ticket for you to make a difference in this world. Remember that no one will be behind you, your back checking your work. It is you against yourself. And hold yourself to the highest ethical standards and serve the community you're going to be living in. Your faculty, including Dr. McLaren, who's in the operating room today, unfortunately, all your other faculty, staff, and I are really proud to see you grow and are convinced that you will make us proud and represent Eastman. And I would like to end this with a quote by Maya Angelou. I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Congratulations to the Pediatric Dentistry class of 2021. So we have 3 graduates present today, and 4 others are, some of them on their way to their new career. So I'm going to go through each of them. So the first one is Dr. Aman Bojani. He's from Canada, Toronto, Canada, who will be with us in Rochester. Next is Dr. Kyle Glass. He is unfortunately not here today, but he's from Rhode Island, and he will be going back to Rhode Island as well. The third graduate is Dr. Ju Hyun Park, originally from Seoul, Korea, and did his AGD here and continued with us. And he'll be in Rochester as well. Next will be Dr. Scott Allen Pickett. He's not here today. He's from Idaho, and he will be going back to his hometown as well. Next will be Dr. Amanda Yu Kyung So. She's from Toronto, Canada. She's on her way going to Vancouver, Canada with her family. Next will be Dr. Kajo Varma from Toronto, Canada as well, and she will be going to pursue her career in Alberta. And next will be Dr. Lisa M. Wallace from Toronto, Canada, and she will be going back to her hometown as well, so congratulations. Thank you, and congratulations. And I would introduce Dr. Yanam for a presentation of the Advanced Education in General Dentistry.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wong. And I would like to share with you guys, like Dr. Wong, I came here 10 years ago to Rochester, and I had the opportunity to get accepted by Dr. Mamson and Dr. Yonker. And as well as you guys, in 2013, I received my certificate. I was sitting in that chair, and I had the opportunity to get my certificate from Dr. Mamson and Dr. Yonker. Today, I would like to present the AED residents 1 year, and definitely I would like to congratulate you all you guys here tonight. And I would like you to remember that tomorrow you're gonna wake up, tomorrow you're gonna start the first day of your lives. Remember that you have at Eastman a family, and don't forget us, please, okay? I would like to share with you the names of the AED residents 1 year. So our first resident, graduating resident, is Dr. Monica Amorinda Silva Guzmini. Her home country, Dr. Guzmini, please come to the podium. And her home country is Brazil. She graduated from the University of Gran Rio, Brazil in 1997. And in 2020, Dr. Guzmini graduated from the 2 years AED program and her fellowship at Urgent Care. She received as well a Master's of Science in Health and Education from the University of Rochester Warner School of Education this year. Dr. Guzmini is receiving her certificate for completion of the 1 year AED program. And she says that one of the fondest memories that she has is working with Dr. Rasubal in Urgent Care, working with Dr. Rosa and Dr. Oster, and working with Dr. Zuma and endodontics. And Dr. Guzmini is gonna make us feel happy. She's gonna stay in Rochester, and she's gonna continue her journey in a dental practice in Rochester. Congratulations, Dr. Guzmini. Our second graduating resident is Dr. Brandon Hirsch. Please, Dr. Brandon. Dr. Brandon Hirsch, his home country is Canada. Dr. Hirsch, he graduated from McGill University, Canada in 2020 with his DMD, and then he completed, before he completed, a Bachelor of Science at the same university, and he's gonna receive his certificate 1 year AGD program. And his fondest memory of Dr. Hirsch is make friends that along the way. And his future plans is he's gonna join a practice in Ottawa, Canada. Congratulations, Dr. Hirsch. Our third graduating resident is Dr. Honji Yang. She's not here today, but I would like to mention her name, and I would like to say that she's from South Korea. Dr. Yang graduated with the DDS from the University of Buffalo School of Dental Medicine in 2018. And Dr. Yang, fondest memories includes that working in small groups during this pandemic. And Dr. Yang's future plan is, she's not here tonight because she's joining an endo program at Temple University. But I would like to. Our next graduating resident is Dr. Yang Ma. Please, Dr. Ma. Dr. Ma, her home country is China. She graduated from the State University of New York in 2015 with her bachelor's in biology. Then she completed her DMD at the University of Pennsylvania School of Dental Medicine in 2019. Dr. Ma is receiving her 2-year certificate in completion of the 2 years AGD program. And fondest memory Eastman includes all the educational experience, helpful faculties, colleagues, and supportive staff. Dr. Ma will be working in New York State at Deacon Dental as a general dentist. Congratulations, Dr. Ma. Our next graduating resident is Dr. Muhammad Mahjori Gasrodashti. I'm fine, no? I guess after 1 year I was able to make it, no? Great. So Dr. Majori, as lovely, we call him Dr. Majorine. So his home country is Iran. He graduated from the University of Toronto, Canada in 2019. And Dr. Majori is receiving his one-year certificate in completion of the one-year PhD program. And his fondest memory is having the pleasure of working alongside the most brilliant staff, colleagues, and faculties. Upon graduation, Dr. Majori is heading to Stony Brook because he got accepted in Long Island in an oral radiology specialty. Congratulations, Dr. Majori. So our next graduate resident is Dr. Amna Malik. Dr. Malik, please. Her home country is Pakistan, but Dr. Malik graduated from Howard University College of Dentistry at Washington, D.C. in 2020. First, she receives her chemistry bachelor from George Mason University, and then she's gonna receive tonight, her one-year certificate of completion of her one-year PhD program. And Dr. Malik first is gonna leave and is gonna work at Virginia few months as a general practitioner, and then she's gonna move to Long Island to work as a general dentist in a private practice. Congratulations, Dr. Malik. Dr. Alina Fenn, please. We worked a lot together. So, Dr. Alina, her home country is Canada. She graduated from McGill University, Canada in 2016 with her Bachelor of Science. Then 2020, she graduated from the University of Toronto with her DDS. And she's receiving tonight her one-year certificate in completion of the one-year PhD program. And some of the fondest memories of Dr. Fenn, it's meet dentists from all over the world, making lifelong friends, jamming around with Dr. Oster. Wow. Show. And Dr. Fenn, future plans is move back to Canada and work in private practice. Congratulations, Dr. Fenn. Our next graduating resident is Dr. Brenda Ramos. Dr. Ramos, please. Her home country is Ecuador. Dr. Ramos first graduated as a dentist in the University of Guayaquil School of Dentistry in Ecuador in 2012 before coming to the United States. Then she came to the United States and she attended the University of Illinois at Chicago College of Dentistry, and she earned her DMD in 2020. Dr. Ramos is receiving her one-year certificate in completion of the one-year AGD program, and her fondest memory is how everyone came together, adjusting to the new normal, being the first AGD group since the pandemic started. Dr. Ramos, she hopes to continually keep bettering herself and improve skills by adding additional educational, volunteering, and teaching opportunities. Congratulations, Dr. Ramos. And the last but not the least, he's not present today here, is Dr. Fadi Sadek. His home country is Canada. Dr. Sadek is from the University of Montreal. He earned his DDMD in 2020, and he is going to receive his one-year certificate in completion of the one-year AGD program, and he's going to move back to Canada to join private practice. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you very much, and I would like to share this podium with Dr. Mamstrom, and he's going to present the Advanced Education General Dentistry Program for the 2 years residency. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gannon. And I also, by the way, would join everyone who stated we want to congratulate everyone here who graduated today on all the awards and everything you received. It's really, by the way, an accomplishment to you. We'll remember for the rest of your life. And believe it or not, we will also remember it. We will remember you too very much. And I have to say, I'm specifically proud of the resident in the ADD program. What happened the last year and a half has been a very strange, a little bit difficult period for all of us. And I think you all really came to the plate and really did an excellent job in every aspect. So we really appreciate it. I know in every department people did that. That was a very unique time, and everyone raised to the occasion and performed at a very high level. So thank you. So yeah, I'm going to give then the award first to the Advanced Educational Dentistry 2-year residents. And the first awardee is Dr. Nicolas Aguilera. And as you can see on the screen, he's from Ecuador. And before joining our program, he also completed the urgent care program. And his fondest memory here at Eastman is the support and love from the clinical staff and faculties. And he will continue with the 1-year ADD program next year. So we're really pleased to have you again here. So congratulations very much. So then Dr. Abdullah Al-Bilali. Dr. Al-Bilali has been, in fact, for 4 years, and he completed several other programs you're going to hear about later too, here in the presentation. So I'm not going to repeat that now, but he is from Saudi Arabia, as you can see, and he's part of our program. We have advanced faculty training program with Dammam University in Saudi Arabia. And it's really been a pleasure to have you here in the program over these 4 years. And I can tell you, we definitely remember everything you have done. He mentioned here, by the way, his also fondest memory was being welcomed by the general dentistry family and also having a baby when you were here. And the picture was placed everywhere in general dentistry. So that was a fantastic experience. So he's going to return as a faculty member to the Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University in Dammam in Saudi Arabia. So we're looking forward to hearing from you with all your new responsibilities. So congratulations. And Dr. Talal Fahid Al-Deferi. He's also been for 4 years in the advanced faculty training program. And he completed, while here, he also completed the fellowship in general practice residency. He completed a master's science degree in education. And he's also been very active in so many aspects of our program. So he's another person I've been to say for such a long time. I'm really going to miss you, and we hope to hear from you very frequently. He's also going to return to the same university, Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University in Saudi Arabia, and be teaching at that university in the educational parts, both clinically and in education. So congratulations so much. And Dr. Mohammed Abdulaziz Al-Jafri. So Dr. Al-Jafri have also been here for a while, and he's also from the same university. We repeat it again here. I'm starting to learn to say it now, I think. The Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University. That's okay. So he's been there for 4 years too, and he's almost done with everything here, and been a pleasure to have you here. And I know you're going to stay another few months here with us before returning as a teacher also at the same university in Saudi Arabia. And another person who performed an exceptional level, working hard with a master degree and everything at the same time, and doing the practicum and all the other responsibilities you have. So congratulations. Dr. Faris Al-Sharam. So Dr. Al-Sharam also graduated from University of Dammam. Now the name is switched now to the same name I mentioned, Imam Abdurrahman bin Faisal University. But he has been there now for 3 years, and he's going to continue afterwards here in the orthodontic program. But he's also involved in the advanced faculty training program we have here together with the University in Dammam. And he also working on his doctorate in education. He's been involved in the fellowship program at the university here. And he's going to go now afterwards here, he's going to join the orthodontic program for a couple of more years, maybe then even to continue, maybe a little bit longer to finish everything with the educational doctorate. So it's really been a pleasure to have you in the program, and we're looking forward to continue working with you in the future, by the way. We continue working with everyone, in fact, from this university in Saudi Arabia. So congratulations very much. Dr. Leah Barroso Aragua Madruga Cavalcanti. I'm a little bit concerned, by the way. I get criticized for my pronunciation of most of the names afterwards. I'm trying to do it the correct name here. She is from, Dr. Cavalcanti is from Brazil. And she had a significant training before she arrived here in periodontology and implantology. And she is receiving now the 2-year certificate for us here. And she truly have enjoyed, by the way, some of the chats we have in our resident room, the Rubin room, and receiving help from faculty and staff. She's going to join our GPR program for 1 more year, and I know maybe in the future stay involved in academia is one of the long-term goals. So congratulations, been a pleasure to have you in the program. We're looking forward to see you a lot in the future. So Dr. Raquelin Bruno de Souza. Dr. de Souza, she is originally from Brazil. And she then, by the way, she'd been in Canada before she arrived here and worked in practicing in Canada for several years. And then she decided, by the way, come to us, fortunate for us to join us here at our program. And she first did the Community Dentistry Fellowship program, completed that, and then she now completed the 2-year ADD program. She has been an excellent resource for so many of us, very conscientious, a very good clinician. And she will now join practice in Florida. By the way, we have a significant number of alumni in Florida. They're going to join each other in the practice. I think there's several of them. So again, we wish you all the best, and I'm sure we'll do very well. We want to hear from you in the future too. It almost feels we organized this by nationality because we started with some Saudi Arabia and now we've gone on with some Brazil, but we're going to switch over a little bit here now. So now we have Dr. Madana Hashimi. Dr. Hashimi's home country is Iran. And she completed her DDS training there, and then after completing a periodontal residency program, and she practiced there for some years before she arriving here in Rochester. She come here with she had a good experience when she arrived, and she really have grown and blossomed in the program here too, and always be willing to helping out, always very positive in all the aspects, and put a lot of energy to everything she done. So they've really been a pleasure to have you here. And she's going to continue, in fact, in the one-year ADD program for the upcoming year. So we're looking forward to continue working with you. Congratulations. And Dr. Gopal Honji. Dr. Honji's home country is United Kingdom, and he graduated from the University of London with his BDS, and he also received a diploma of Faculty of Dental Surgery from the Royal College of Surgeons in Edinburgh. And he worked for a few years there before arriving here and now completing then the 2 ADD program. And next step will be, he will go to the GPR program. He's always been very courteous, very humble individual to have in the program and very hardworking. So we truly look forward to continue working with you the next coming year or so here in Rochester. So congratulations so much. Dr. Camilo Leal Escobar. As already mentioned before, by the way, Dr. Escobar obviously is from Colombia. You can all read that, but he also had a specialization in oromaxillofacial surgery when he arrived. And he has been an incredible resource, as I mentioned here in our, as a teaching assistant, the leader for the residents, and done very well overall in every aspect. We really want to congratulate you, and we're looking forward to see you here in the residency program and as a faculty member in general dentistry. So hopefully we will stay involved in academia for a long period of time. So congratulations and wish you all the best. So Dr. Tamir Marzouk, I was going to read all the middle names, but I'm not sure. As I mentioned already before, Dr. Marzouk is from Egypt, and he received his graduate. He graduated from Cairo University, and he completed also general practice program there. He completed a fellowship of Faculty of Dental Surgery at the Royal College of Surgeons in Edinburgh. He was a visiting scholar in Washington. He completed the community dentistry fellowship with us here, and now then obviously completing the 2 ADD program. And his fondest memory is worth to listen to. His fondest memory at the EIOH is performing aerosol research together with Dr. Wren. I think Dr. Wren is over here. Research at midnight due to having wait for the ventilation to shut down. As I said before, he was far beyond midnight, by the way, sometimes. It was 3, 4 in the mornings, I think, before the research was done. And we talked about it the next morning, and he was back in the morning again after all this research. He will joining the Pediatric Residency program here at the EIOH, and I'm pretty much sure he will stay involved in academia, hopefully for the rest of his life. So he is very much an academic person here. So you've done excellent and been such a mentor for our residents. So we appreciate that, especially research. Congratulations. Dr. Juan Carlos Ortiz Seno. So Dr. Ortiz, he graduated from University of Coahuila in Ecuador, and he also then did a specialty program in orthodontic in Mexico City after completion there, and practiced, by the way, for several years as an orthodontist. And his greatest memories here include having colleagues from different cultures, great teams of faculties. He has really worked very hard. He's been very great assistance for him as a teaching assistant in the program, helped in many different aspects. Congratulations very much. We wish you all the best. I know you're going to move to Florida as the next step and join the practice there, together with one of our alumni, in fact, his wife. So, so congratulations. Best of luck. So Dr. Daniel Salap. His home country is Iran, and he received his DDS there, and he worked for several years as a general dentist in Iran before deciding to move to the United States. And he first joined us here in 2019 and completed the Urgent Care Fellowship before joining the 2 ADD program. And he had a lot of fond memories, in fact, for the resident program, including all the graduation parties, spring residence picnics, and other things going on all the time, including power outage too, by the way. I'm not sure exactly which part. But so Dr. Salapur will join the private practice, and he's going to be hopefully teaching and so on in the future. I know he has a strong academic interest and everything. So really done very well, and I wish you all the best in the future. Congratulations. So Dr. Dongsha Yi. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm changed. Dr. Ramya Sidaya. Dr. Sidaya, home country is India, and she graduated from Rajiv Gandhi University in India, and she received a Master of Dental Surgery and Oral Maxillofacial Surgery beyond that. And she now received a 2-year certificate. She also have completed the Lent Fellowship. She's done several things while she's been here. And I know also recently she had the nice event of having a baby recently too. So that's a wonderful thing. So she's going to, by the way, continue and probably plan to practice in Chicago in the future here after the graduation. So we really congratulate you and wish you all the best here in the future. Dr. Dongja Ji. So Dr. Ji is graduated from Jilin University in China, and she worked there for several years. She also had an education. She had an oral maxillofacial surgery residency program as a background. She was an administrator at the university. She did so many things before and a significant amount of research before arriving here in Rochester. She also completed the research fellowship, the ADD, General Dentistry Research Fellowship, before joining the 2 residency program. She really have done a significant number of clinical and didactic activities during the program here at Rochester. Her fondest memory include friendship with the co-res and cultural diversity. She's going to continue in the 1-year ADD program, and hopefully maybe in the future stay involved in academia in some way, maybe here, who knows. So congratulations, wish you all the best. So we also have one individual who unfortunately couldn't be here. It's Dr. Mustafa Joseph. He's from Egypt, and he did his DDS in Egypt, and he also completed training in endodontics and other aspects while in Egypt before arriving here. He truly was assisting a significant amount in endodontics as a teaching assistant in our program. And he is in fact now already in Chicago. So he moved to Chicago, I think a week ago now, in fact. So unfortunately he couldn't be here. He may, by the way, he may specialize in the future. I know he also tried to join some university, be involved in teaching in the future. So congratulate Dr. Joseph. So I'm going to continue now with giving award for completion of the general dentistry practicum. And if I can ask first then Dr. Albi Ali to come up. We already introduced from Saudi Arabia. So he also, in addition, during this 4-year period, has completed the practicum, the general dentistry practicum at the same time. So congratulations again. Okay? And we also have Dr. Mohammed Al-Shawi, who also completed the practicum. Then we have Dr. Almana, Dr. Mohammed Almana. He is also a graduate from the university, Dammam University. I'm sorry, no, from University of Jordan. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. But he worked, by the way, when he first came. You had been involved with University of Dammam. Yeah. So so he's also part of the advanced faculty training program. He has done several things before he actually arrived here. He had been, by the way, did an internship in the Loma Linda University for a year, I think. And he also served in many different roles when he was at the university in Jordan. So we are really a pleasure to have you here. And today also you completed your master thesis. So, and he's also going to return to Saudi Arabia and serve as a faculty member at the same university. Yeah, congratulations very much. It's really a pleasure to have you. I have to say, it's always a positive immediate, always helpful to everyone. So we're really looking forward to hear everything good thing that's going to happen to you and your students when you return to Saudi Arabia. So congratulations. So now I have the Advanced Faculty Development Program and the 4-year program we have. And that's really been, by the way, together. This was established in 2014. I think it is now. So that's quite a while ago. We established this relationship with, at that time, the University of Dammam to develop faculty members, to develop a program that can train faculty members in all aspects. So when you return to the university, you can immediately join a role on a maybe a little bit higher level, both from an administrative standpoint, from a clinical standpoint. So we try in the program to offer training in all aspects, including not only with the master or the doctorate. They can be, by the way, a master of public health. They can be master of science. They can be master of education, but also leadership skills, training and get clinical practice in education to teach. Administrative, we have some courses we offer administratively too, so understand the roles of the university and different positions we have within the university administratively. So these people we have today, I have three individuals who will graduate from this program today. And it's the same people we had already up here. But I want to invite them again. And it's again been, they're all going to go back to the university, to the Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University in Dammam in Saudi Arabia, and function in the role as teachers. And in fact, I have to say, we already have a few people returned. They all have really leadership positions at that university at this point. So that's very exciting for us. And we are very proud of what you have done, I have to say, for all of you. You really have performed exceptionally well. So I'm going to invite up first Dr. Abdullah Al-Bilali. Dr. Talal Fahed Al-Defiri. And Dr. Mohammed Al-Mana. You have to give me only a few more minutes, okay? I promise I can get off the stage very soon here. But it's very important. We have a few more important awards I want to give out here too. And that's the fellowship in general dentistry. We have different type of fellowships. And the first fellowship here is for community dentistry. So, so we have here Dr. Mohammed Al-Mirza. He completed the community dentistry fellowship. His home country is Iraq. And he, before arriving here, had just earned a master's degree in orthodontics. He also had done some oral surgery residency program. He'd been involved in significant amount of experience clinically before arriving here, and completing now the community dentistry fellowship program. He will also continue with the 280D program after this. Congratulations. Dr. Abdullah Mikhail. He graduated from Ayman University of Science Technology, and he also here now received then the one-year certificate in community dentistry fellowship program. The next we have here is Dr. Farquhan Alvi Ali. She graduated with DDS from University of Baghdad, and after that she completed she had a significant amount of experience and training with special needs patients before joining the fellowship in special needs at the Calvert Complex Care Center, and she completed that program now here, and is afterwards going to join us in the 280D program. So congratulations. I should mention also that the leadership for that program is Dr. Planarova. She is the one who is the program director for the special needs program, the fellowship program at the Calvert Complex Care Center. She does a wonderful job there too. So, and so that Dr. Gadendra too here, she really leading the other program in community dentistry. Then we have research fellowships here, and we have Dr. Noor Abid. She graduated from Jordan University of Science and Technology before arriving here. And she has been working, in fact, with Dr. Chow very closely on several different research projects. And she is now joining the 2ADD program. So congratulations very much. So the next individual we have is Dr. Raswan. I should have practiced his name before, by the way. So let you know. I know the first name, but the last name. So let you know. And his home country is Romania. And we have had the pleasure of having him here, by the way, for the last year as a research fellow under the mentorship of Dr. Ren. And he has performed very well. I heard from Dr. Ren almost on a weekly, monthly basis. So he is also, by the way, going to join us now in the 2ADD program. He comes with a significant experience, practical experience from Romania too. So we're looking forward to having him here. Congratulations. And we have also Dr. Luis Alberto Mendez Chagoya. He is from Mexico originally, and he, by the way, when he was in Mexico, he worked both practicing but also teaching to a greater extent for the academic responsibility University of Mexico. And he also worked with Dr. Chow, and he truly have enjoyed working with Dr. Chow in the research activities there. So he's going to join us now in the 2ADD program, and we're looking very much forward to have you in our program. So congratulations. Dr. Radhika Thakkar. She is originally trained in India with the BDS. She worked in India, and then she moved to the United States, and she completed her Master of Public Health. She also have completed now the 1 year, she received a 1-year certificate for the Research Fellowship in General Dentistry. And she mentioned here, by the way, she enjoyed truly the fondest memories, the hammer time in the lab with Naomi and having coffee with friends in the rooming room. I had the opportunity to work closely with Dr. Thakkar. She is very conscientious and really have worked very hard this past year. And she will join us now too here in the residency program, 2ADD residency program. Congratulations. Dr. Daniel Monroe Giamundo. Dr. Giamundo is originally from Venezuela, and he received the DDS there. He arrived here after work some years in Venezuela, and he joined the Urgent Care Fellowship Program under the mentorship of Dr. Ren and Dr. Rasubala. And he is now going to join us here in the 2ADD program. We heard many good things from what your performance in the urgent care. We really look forward to have you in the rest of the program. So congratulations. In addition to this, we also have, by the way, 3 preceptors. I've been here for 1 year as a preceptorship in the general dentistry residency program. And they really, all 3 of them have really worked very hard during this past year and been involved in many activities. And 2 of them, by the way, are enrolled in the master program. And it's really been a pleasure to have the opportunity to work with all of you. So, and also they take a significant course load in addition to the clinical assistance component in the program. So the first person here is Dr. Via Rahul Makonda Patnak. He's not here. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, he's not here today. Okay. He otherwise, by the way, performed very well. He's been involved in several different activities. I know, by the way, he's up in the prosthodontic department too, and assisted there too with the lab work, etc. He worked all the time with us in the clinic, and he's going to join us, by the way, in the community dentistry program now first, and then also the 2-year ADD program. So congratulations, Dr. Patrick. He's also enrolled, I should say, in the master program too at the present time. Next person is Dr. Megha Sheet. Her home country is India, and she graduated from the College of Dental Sciences and Research Center in Ahmedabad in India. And she has also came over here and she did some additional shadowing and assistance after being working some time in India. She's now joining our program. First, she's going to be at the research fellowship the first year and then join us in the 2-year ADD program. And she's also enrolled in the Master of Science program at the same time. So we truly look forward to have you for the next coming few years here at Eastman. Congratulations. Last but not least, we have Dr. Abi Shingala. He's also a graduate. He's a graduate from the Pacific Academy of Higher Education University in India. And he also completed the Master of Public Health in 2018. He worked in between also in India before arriving here. And he's completing now the 1-year certificate here preceptorship program. And he's going to continue, by the way, working with us in first as a combination of completing his master program in urgent care and do some research for the first year, and then also continue with the 2-year ADD program next year. So we're looking very much forward to have you here. Congratulations. So in fact, I'm going to leave the stage now and I'm sure you're very happy about that. But again, I want to congratulate everyone. I'm certainly very proud of all of you. Congratulations. I have to introduce first to Dr. Maricela. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Sangeeta, yeah. Dr. Gajendra. Yeah. For the first time. It's my pleasure. She is the clinical director of the community dentistry department, and I really appreciate you here. Please.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Malmström. For the first time, I heard my name pronounced really correctly. Thank you so much. I do want to congratulate all the Eastman Award recipients and all the graduates of Eastman of different programs. Congratulations, great achievement. I'm here really to also honor and present the certificate to Dr. Prishida Kanal in successfully completing our dental public health residency program. Dr. Kanal completed her dental degree from Nepal and then moved to the US. She got her MPH from the American Public University Systems in West Virginia. She then moved to Minnesota and worked in the Department of Health as the Health Services Manager, then the State Oral Health Program Planner, and finally was appointed as the State Dental Director in 2017. With this background, she really fitted very well in our program. Great experience in public health, just needed some little bit of training, very humble and down to earth, and really was here to learn dental public health. She did extremely well and has done several research projects, which even now she's still working on, but almost completing. She's right now on a sabbatical, but will be going back as soon as she completes our program back to Minnesota. All the best for a great future. So I'm back. The next program is General Practice Residency. Dr. Abayan, please come to the.
So good evening, everyone. I am pleased to recognize the graduates of the General Practice Residency Program, Class of 2021, starting with Dr. Allison Brennan. Dr. Brennan will be fulfilling her dream of being an orthodontist and will be starting her orthodontic residency program in the Sunshine State of Florida. Next, we have Dr. Sukhmeet Singh Gujral. Dr. Gujral will be joining the general practice program, a general practice in Buffalo, New York. Then we have Dr. Akshay Koluri. Dr. Koluri will be joining a pediatric dentistry residency program at NYU Langone in Maryland. Up next, but not here with us today, is Dr. Molly Kuchekpour. She is staying local and will be joining a private practice in Victor, New York. Next, please come up to the stage, Dr. Tong Lu. Dr. Lu will be relocating to San Francisco, California, and will be joining a private practice there. Our next resident is Dr. Chelsea Mans. Dr. Mans will be moving back to Pennsylvania to join a dental practice there. Then we have Dr. Aaron Miyamoto. Dr. Miyamoto will be returning to his beautiful home state, Hawaii, and will be joining a private practice there. Of course, next we have Dr. Nicoleta Nikolaev. Dr. Nikolaev will be joining an oral and maxillofacial surgery internship program at Jacobi Medical Center in New York City. And then we have Dr. Parul Verma. Dr. Verma will be staying local and will be working here in Rochester, New York. Next up is Dr. Linchuan Wang. Dr. Wang will be moving to Seattle, Washington to join a private practice there. And last but not the least, we have Dr. Song Mei Zhang. Dr. Zhang will be starting a job as a dentist at the Lourdes Hospital in Binghamton, New York. So to the GPR class of 2021, I wish you continued success in all your endeavors. May you always endeavor to be ever better in your personal and professional lives. And may you continue to live in the spirit of Meliora wherever your journey takes you. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you.
Thank you, everyone. But before we conclude, I would like to thank those who worked very hard to make this happen. And Dr. Linda Lapani, our registrar and the Director of Student Affairs. And the team that helped her with that, Becky Rice, Munia Demdam, Sharon Hatch, Shasha Hui, and Keith Bullis, of course. So thank you very much, everyone. Good luck and Meliora.